Welcome to Sound and Fury. I am Eric Wilfred Watson, Trekkie extraordinaire.
And I'm Hugh Frank, and I'm a robot that wants to be a human.
Picard, especially, is known for saying Starfleet is not a military organization.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Starfleet is not a military organization. Its purpose is exploration.
And in Star Trek Insurrection, when they get bogged down with, all kinds of other things, he says, do you remember when we used to be explorers? Well, the point of this episode is to say, sorry, Picard, but Starfleet is a military organization. I get the idea. Starfleet's not a military organization. I get where he's coming from, but I just don't think it's a true thing to say.
Well, I mean, it is a fleet, and they are all carrying weapons of mass destruction. They do have enough firepower to destroy an entire planet. It's kind of like how the Coast Guard is the Coast Guard until it's wartime, and then the Coast Guard becomes part of the Navy. And so you can make the argument that during peacetime, the Federation, or Starfleet specifically, is not a military organization. But they sure do have a lot of fucking weapons.
Yeah, I mean, one photon torpedo, I don't know the yield, but I'm guessing it's... You can wipe out a city with one photon torpedo, I would think.
Yeah.
They can knock the Comrie off a shuttle pod without scratching the hull. Or they can put a 3-kilometer crater into an asteroid.
Probably akin to a nuclear weapon, I would think.
Yeah, or nuclear vessels.
But not only that, but let's go through the history of the military in Star Trek here real quick.
Okay.
In Star Trek Enterprise, the Xindi species attack Earth. So the fastest ship in the fleet is the Enterprise. It's the newest the first Warp 5 capable ship.
Okay.
So they send it off to go find these Xindi to find out why they attacked Earth, and if necessary, defeat them. And they bring a squadron of military on board, the M.A.C.Os, Military Assault Command Operations, M.A.C.O. So they were a separate entity. They were the Earth military.
Okay. And
they were brought onto the Starfleet ship to fight combat if needed when they went to go find the Xindi.
Kind of like Marines, more or less.
Yeah, basically. Okay. And Gene Roddenberry actually explored the idea of doing a Starfleet Navy, or a Starfleet Marines, a Federation Marines.
Okay.
Because Starfleet, if it's the Navy, it makes sense that they'd transport ground troops if necessary. But
my ass rides in Navy equipment.
Yep.
Sorry, it's what Marine stands for.
Then, in the movie Star Trek Beyond, the Idris Elba character refers to himself as he fought for Earth. He fought the Xindi, he fought the Romulans.
I fought for humanity! Lost millions to the Xindi and Romulan wars!
So that means that his character would have actually been on Enterprise because those are the only humans that fought the Xindi.
Gotcha.
But he became part of Starfleet after the M.A.C.Os were discontinued and incorporated into Starfleet. So the military became Starfleet at that point. Now, granted, that's alternate universe, but what happened to that Idris Elba character happened before the timeline split off in the Kelvin universe.
Okay.
This is high-level nerd shit here, folks.
Very much so.
But from then on, every single time you've seen combat in Star Trek where the Federation has been involved, it has been Starfleet doing that said combat.
Yeah.
Starfleet is not a military organization. Starfleet is not a military organization.
Locked onto the enemy, Captain. They're moving.
Red alert. All hands stand to battle stations. Starfleet is not a military organization.
Lay in and intercept course for the Romulan ship. Shields up. Load all torpedo bays. Stand by phasers.
Warp factor 8. Engage. Starfleet is not a military organization.
So I would think it's probably a more proper statement if Picard would have said Starfleet is not only a military organization. And it might not even be its primary function. But with the Dominion War, the Tzenkethi War, the Romulan War, the Cardassian War,
It's hard to keep up with those.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's an awful lot of wars for an organization that isn't the military. They went to war with the Klingons in the Star Trek Discovery era. They went to war with Klingons again in Deep Space Nine. They show ground troops that are members of Starfleet. They're wearing a little bit different of a uniform, but they're military troops. Yeah. And how is that not a military organization?
Yeah, true. I think
they're just embarrassed about being military because they want to be peaceful.
Yeah, it's like I think what he's trying to say is his Starfleet is not a military organization. He didn't join Starfleet to become a military person. He wants to be an explorer and all that kind of stuff. But sorry, Picard.
Yep. And a lot of people join the military for peaceful reasons too. They want to learn about technology. They want to do other things than shoot people, I guess.
Different than Arlo Guthrie. I want to kill, and I started jumping up and down yelling, kill. Sorry, you have to see. You have to listen to Alice's Restaurant.
But I don't think that it should detract from the idea that Starfleet is a peaceful organization, even if it is a military organization, or at least it strives to be a peaceful it strives to be a peaceful organization.
Let's see what's out there. Engage.
Yeah, how do you fight a Klingon if you're not in the military? It just...
Oh, well, I use toilet paper.
Yep.
When I have Klingons around Uranus. Yeah.
Well, and I mean, the ranking system, they obviously use that. There's enlisted men, there's officers, there's a chain of command, there's...
You know what the chain of command is?
You know what the chain of command is? It's a chain I go get and beat you with till you understand who's in rotten command here.
All right, well, that's all I got. So just a quick little rebuttal against something one of my favorite fictional characters of all time has said.
Picard, what do you know about Star Trek?
Yeah, right?